I said 8 o'clock, but yeah, I changed my mind. I changed my mind because the more and more I sat here, I was saying, no, let's go ahead and do this to get this over with so I could be laying down and stuff. Okay, what's up, Scorpio Mama? Thank you for coming up in this thing again. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, number one moderator up in this piece. Thank you so much, guys. Um, Listen, this is a conversation that need to be had. It's a conversation that need to be had, y'all. And I felt it getting good, so I was like, okay, we should just do this tonight. Then well, let's just go ahead and do it tonight. That way, I won't have to worry about tomorrow, and I can just go ahead and rest, right? So we gonna do it now. Where do we leave off at? Where do we leave off at? This trust issue thing. So, women, we said that women are more trusting than men. You said, "Don't pay me no mind. I want you to be great." Oh, thank you, Score. Thank you, Score. Number one moderator. Thank you, Score. I appreciate that. That was sweet. So women are more trusting than women. I feel. I could be wrong. Someone can tell me. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong, but I feel like women, we have a high tolerance of bad behavior that's done to us. It reminds me of us just being like a pin cushion, and you got all this space for all these pins to be stuck in you, and you just keep taking more and more and more. And even when you run out of space, you be moving stuff over just so you can stick me some more. You know what I'm saying? But yet we still, persevere. We're just still there. It takes a minute for us to get there. Now I know sometimes a lot of people say when a woman's fed up, they fed up, and I do. That's true. When we get sick and tired and getting sick and tired, and we decide we ready to go, we're out. We've totally disconnected emotionally. We're not there, and we're gone. You know what I'm saying? That's true. Now that is true. But why trust affect males a little bit differently than female? I don't know. Because it's like men can't get over it. They can't get over it. It could have been something that happened in their childhood, and they will. Some men, not all men, they will carry it along as baggage into adulthood, and their relationships are only go so far, and it never goes over uh that threshold. You understand what I'm saying? And so then they move on to the next. I'm gonna say victim. They move on to the next woman, and they move on to the next woman, because after a while, what happens is men who have commitment issues, they tend to wear out the patience of the woman, or they know they're not going to commit to this woman. They know that they can only go so far emotionally with a person, and they self-sabotage the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Or they just take the literal gas out of the relationship, and it's over, right? And so then they move on to the next thing, and it's like they're in a relationship with you. Hey, Shawanda. Hey, I said what I said. Hey, how you doing, everybody? Thanks for coming back. I know I'm back early, but I just wanted to go ahead and do it now. It's like they know something that you don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's like they in a relationship with you, and they know they only going so far with you because they got these issues. They got these trust issues. You know what I'm saying? It's like they only going so far. Not in all caps. Thank you, Chawanda. It's like they only going to go so far with you, in a relationship, and they know this going in. They know this in the beginning that, yeah, I'm not. She don't know, but I know I'm not really going to commit to her because of what happened in 1975. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, why even get, unless y'all come to the agreement that, oh, y'all just gonna have some fun, and y'all know how I feel about that. I don't really get off into arrangements. I've been in situations where, oh, it's just an arrangement, you know what I'm saying? But as I've matured and I've gotten older, it's like, no, we're not doing that. I'm not going to go through these emotional roller coasters with you. I'm not going to go through all of these learning behaviors with you, or learning moments with you, to not be trying to build something with you. Like, you're not gonna take me through all these emotional things, these emotional events, these problems and trials and tribulations just to be having a situation. No, that's not why I'm engaging in some type of relationship with you. But men, I feel, who have trust issues, they already go into the relationship knowing that they're not going to marry this person because something in them will not allow them to commit. Whereas women, excuse me. Hold on, y'all. Whereas women, we go into the relationship with flowers, butterflies, a whole band, the whole thing, because we are going in, like Thrive said, optimistic. We're going in thinking, okay, this is the one. Finally, he came. That's how we're going in thinking that we can build something with this individual. You know what I'm saying? We're going in thinking the best. We're thinking longevity. You know what I'm saying? We're thinking monogamy. We're thinking, we can build something with this dude. Or, you know what I'm saying? You said drink some water. I'm good. I'm good now. I'm pushing my way through. That's how we go through. And if any woman, now there could be some women who are made up a little bit differently to me, and they go in just want to have some fun, or they're not serious. And there may be women who suffer with commitment issues too as well. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You have some really mature women who know who they are, know what they want in life, know what they don't want in life, and they just are not ready for that next step. They can be out there. But I know, as a woman, because I am one, I know most relationships that I've gotten in, I was thinking longevity. I was going in vulnerable. Now, and I'm gonna tell y'all something about this relationship I'm in now, this marriage I'm in now. It's quite unique and it's quite different, and I know that it's serious because I'm having all of these issues that you only hear about. You know what I'm saying? Like trust issues. And when I hear people say, "Oh, you got trust issues," I never applied that to myself. You know what I'm saying? I never applied that. I never even thought about that because I'm like, I'm a very trusting person. Just thinking historically in my life, I'm a very trusting person, and I don't got no trust issues. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm loyal. I'm transparent. He know that I'm. I will always be that one. That will be me. I don't got no trust issues. But the thing about it is, was I totally invested in the relationship? I think one particular relationship I was totally invested in. I think once you go through a lot, you do develop some trust issues, but love kind of covers all of that for you if you're truly in love, But with this relationship, I am truly in love, but this marriage that I'm in now is on a scale. So the best way I can describe it is my relationship. All of my relationships been here for the most part. One relationship in particular was here. And this is stellar. All of my other relationships was normal, healthy relationships. Some of them wasn't healthy, but they were all right here. One relationship was here. And it was it was a very serious relationship. This marriage that I'm in now is here. And so I'm very emotionally attached. I'm very, I am trusting, but I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Because I have invested myself. And I think that's where trust comes in. When you finally invest yourself in something wholly, and it's just like a business deal. I can say it's just like a business deal, but I'm just doing an analogy. Like when you have some big money on the table, $1,000 on the table, you walk cautiously, and you make this deal with this person, and you like, I trust you, but the stakes is big. The fall off can be great. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at. Do I trust him? Yes, I trust him. But it's like, dude, you got my heart. You know what I'm saying? And I told him one night, I told my husband one night, I said, you got my heart. He said, your heart is in a good place. It's in a safe place. He said, I will protect it. And I'm like, okay, you know, because this relationship kind of startled me. It came out of nowhere and I fell so hard really fast. You know what I'm saying? And I normally don't do that, you know, so it's just a thing. But guess what? I trust him. But I had to get there. And I'm willing to trust him. Now, on the other hand, he's been through a situation where a woman was not, you know, faithful to him. And so he has some trust issues too. But he's learned how to work through that. You know what I'm saying? I know one time I didn't answer the phone right off. You know, he's like, what's going on? And who's there? You know, and I'm like, nobody's here. And that was like beginning of our relationship. He was like, you know, I'm like, what you want me to walk you around the house? You know, because that was one of the things. She wouldn't answer the phone right off when he would call. And it was a whole big thing. So, you know, but once he saw my me being consistent, that's the one good thing to keep trust in your relationship is be consistent with your partner. You know what I'm saying? Be consistent with your partner and reassurance. Now, I don't think reassurance make you weak. I don't think reassurance means that you got some insecurity problems. I don't think that. I think reassurance and being consistent creates safety. Even they say that in early childhood, that if a child knows what's going to happen next consistently, that creates safety because they're in control and they know what's going to happen next. That's the same thing in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I need that consistency. My husband is thousand miles away. I need that consistency. And he's breaking his neck. And I'm trying not to get emotional about it. He's breaking his neck to make sure that I feel good about this marriage, consistent. Because I'm telling you right now, now that I'm thinking in hindsight, yes, I did have some trust issues. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I did, because I'm like, what are you doing over there? You're thousand miles away. You know what I'm saying? I can't see you. I can't touch you. I can't feel you. I don't know what you doing. You know what I'm saying? Or there was a situation with our communication because of the rainy season and the towers and stuff like that. I'm calling other people in Nigeria to see, hey, and they're like, yes, our towers are down. And then I felt so stupid. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, I'm not calling other people, but there's a pastor. I don't want nobody, you know, spreading rumors, but it's a pastor. He's Nigerian. He normally go live on YouTube. And I reached out to him when my husband was sick, you know what I'm saying, for prayer and stuff. And so he normally go live, and he was telling me, yes, the towers been down, blah, 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 blah. But my husband goes out his way to make sure that I feel safe, you know what I'm saying, in our relationship. And so I appreciate that. I really do. So I need to be trusting and show him that I trust him, and I do. And now I don't get so frantic right off when he may be slow to text or slow to reach out. I don't get frantic because I know what's going on, you know, because I've matured in that area. But on his side, if I don't text right off, it's like, boop, 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 boop. Oh, that's how my text, you know, the phone be like, boop, 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 boop. Where are you? Okay. You know what I'm saying? He gets like that. Okay, I see now. I'm like, you see what? You know what I'm saying? You know, I was, you know, walking away from my phone or something. Oh, I see. I saw that, you know, he gets into this. I saw that you seen the text because he turned blue. I saw it, babe. Where are you? What is going on? You know, that's him. You know what I'm saying? And so we go through that thing. But let's talk about major breach of trust. That's what I want to talk about. That major, you said don't sound healthy, boo. You said it don't sound healthy. What don't sound healthy? Our relationship and how we do. It don't. Well, I don't know. I don't know what you're saying, babe. So I want to talk about major breach of trust and how it affects women and how it affects men. Oh, the panic for me. Yeah, I'll be panicking. Well, you know, he's like, it's funny because he always telling me I don't trust him, but you don't let me pick that phone up, or you know, he be boop, 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 boop. It's funny. Major breach of trust. Now, for men, I really feel like this. It don't matter if it comes from a man or a woman. But if a man have a situation where their trust has been breached, I feel like, and I want to say, for me, it ain't healthy for me. It used to be worse than this. Trust and believe. I think God lifted something off of me because I would get literally sick. I can say sick, but I would get literally. I would start feeling this like physically that what's going on, but the Lord lifted that up off of me and just relax, calm down. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter who breaches that trust for a man. That's how I feel. I could be wrong. It doesn't matter who breaches that trust for a man, but once that trust is breached, something happens to them. They become suspicious of. There's like a running suspicious within them internally for whoever and whatever, and it crosses over from their personal life to their business life because they have been breached. It's something about a man who takes total investment in you, and then they find out that you ain't really what you are, or it ain't what it is. You know what I'm saying? It breaks them. You know what I'm saying? It's like it breaks them. It breaks them, and they become guarded. And they will carry this type of behavior and carry that for the rest of their life, from childhood all the way up to adulthood. They're suspicious of everything and everybody. You know what I'm saying? And then they have this coldness to them. And I'm speaking about men. And it could be women too. I've seen some cold-hearted women too. I've seen some cold-hearted women. I have. And I've heard women say, I trust nobody. And I will say to myself, I could not live like that. You know what I'm saying? Well, for one, I'm a Christian. And our tenets teaches us to be trusting. You know what I'm saying? Not suspicious of all. And then we know that God said vengeance is mine. So we know whatever it is, God's going to take care of it. You know what I'm saying? But I could not live my life not trusting, not having trust for people. Am I just going to go ahead and give you all of my valuables and all that stuff and just, take everybody for granted and be so naive? No, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But if you in a relationship with somebody and you have invested yourself in this person and y'all have agreed to be in a relationship, you should be able to trust that individual. Now, if you can't, something is wrong. You said, I'm glad I don't do what? Don't do that. Is that what you're trying to say? You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you, if you're in a relationship, bottom line, y'all, and let's just be real, if you're in a relationship with somebody and you don't trust them, why are you in a relationship? You wasting people's time. You understand what I'm saying? Because at some point in time in a relationship, you guys are gonna have to walk together. At some point in the relationship, you all are going to have to be a team. You said, I'm glad I don't through that. You said it again. You just said, I'm glad I don't through that. You know what I'm saying? It's weird to me. I couldn't be in a relationship because it don't trust the individual. Or you don't even trust the relationship. It's a lot of people in relationships right now and they don't trust women. They don't trust. I don't trust y'all. Y'all just did this and that. But you sleeping with this woman. Y'all just doing this. Y'all just doing that. Oh, you say I don't go through that. Okay. You say I don't. Y'all. But what are you doing? What are you doing? You're wasting somebody's time. Is what you're doing. You understand what I'm saying? You're wasting somebody's time when you're doing that. The trust issue has to be fixed. If you notice, individuals who don't trust people, they're always suspicious of somebody. They're always walking around, you know what I'm saying, being sarcastic. They always walking around a little bit bitter. You understand what I'm saying? They always going around not taking things at face value. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do for somebody, there's always got to be alternative motive with them. Like it's rough. It's rough. It takes a toll on you emotionally because you will not allow yourself to, y'all forgive my nails because they horrible, but whatever. That you will not allow yourself to attach to something that is good for you. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people miss out on good people, on good, healthy relationships because your heart is so broken. You will not allow yourself to attach to something that can heal, that's healthy, that's loving, that's producing, that will yield good fruits in your life. You understand what I'm saying? But you got this trust thing that's been lingering in you since 1982, and you will not let it go for some reason. It's like the perfect person can come, the perfect man can come, the perfect woman can come, and you will not see them as face value. I hate being second guessed. That's one of my pet peeves. I hate it. If I come to you and say this, and then you turn around and ask me, do you really? Come on. I listen. I don't like to have to keep on repeating myself with you. Don't question me. Certain things I told my husband, don't ask me that no more. I don't want to revisit that no more. Because my works and my labor should tell you that you can trust me, that I love you, you know, that I'm here for you, that I got your back. You understand what I'm saying? If you can't see that by now, then what are we doing? What does a person have to do? You know what I'm saying? You've been in a relationship for 5 years, for 20 years, and you still got questions. Oh, I ain't marrying her because there's some things I'm still waiting to see. What are you waiting to see? She already gave you 20 years of her life. He already gave you 20 years of his life. That in itself screaming, I trust you. If anything, I trust you with my time. Am I making sense, y'all? Am I making sense? If I'm making sense, put a 1 in the chat. It's the thing that's going on internally with y'all. You battling with that thing within yourself, and the person has to reap the residual effect of your issues, that your internal issues, and they just waiting around to see when you gonna get better, when you gonna mature. Child, when y'all gonna get married? Child, go and talk to your brother. I don't know, this girl, somebody need to say something to him. You need to say something to him. I just can't get over, you know, when I was with my baby mama, you know what I'm saying? I went to work and paid the bills, and she stepped out on me. It's just been hard to get over that. You know what I'm saying? It's just been hard. Well, it's going to be harder to get over me. Because that just don't make no... I understand you going through a moment of rebuilding yourself and rebuilding your esteem and rebuilding who you are to get back out there. I get it. You understand what I'm saying? I totally get that. But when you got somebody that's showing you that they're willing to do the work with you, they willing to walk through life with you, excuse me, then you need to make a decision to become more involved and tapped in the relationship. And you need to be committed. I don't get it. I will never understand it. I will never understand it. You know what I'm saying? You go through something in life that was traumatic in your life in the past, but you in this fresh new relationship, and they gotta suffer. The new relationship gotta suffer because of what's going on inside of you. No, and you see this more predominantly in men than women. With women, we ready to go. You understand what I'm saying? We're gonna be with you a good hot 6 months, and we're gonna be talking about, you know, we need to be getting married. You know what I'm saying? Because and I don't care what nobody say. And yes, there could be modern women out here, and I call myself a modern woman at times, that ain't looking for no marriage. You know what I'm saying? They don't live life, they don't want to be married, they like who they are. Okay, that's good. But the majority of women, and I'm going to say this wholeheartedly, the majority of women want to settle down and be in a committed relationship and want to be loved and nurtured and want to bear somebody's children. They want to be successful, have their own business. Yeah, they want to be independent, but they still want that consistency of someone caring about them and being in the household and being theirs and being able to lay their head on somebody's chest after a tough day at work. That's what most women want. And being committed to them and understanding that someone thinks that I am valuable enough to walk through life with. That's why I can't get with these situationships. I'm not sharing you with nobody else. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like I'm worth someone making a decision about me, saying that I'm long-term, that I want to spend the rest of my life with you. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm valuable enough for that. I don't got to share you with somebody else. I don't got to see you on certain days of the week. I'm not doing because you can't commit. No, then you need to go to somebody else. You understand what I'm saying? But that wall, it's like an internal wall that's built up in men. And it's so intriguing to me and interesting to me. And I really want to just dive into it and research it a little bit more. That wall, what is that builds up that resistance of I cannot commit to another female because a female has hurt me. So all female got to catch it because of what this woman did to me. And y'all build up this wall and it cannot be penetrated for some reason. Regardless of how good the sister is, you can't seem to let them in. Because some woman who had the same organs as me did something wrong to you. So I think because men are visual, maybe that's what it is. Maybe because, men are visual, they see another woman and they identify that pain with that woman too. Is that what that is? I don't know what it is. But with men, with women, we see men and we, regardless, we going in a fresh, y'all get a fresh slate every time. You get a fresh slate every time. And we come in trusting. And we come in loving and being devoted and being committed and being monogamous. And you know what I'm saying? We do it, and then our heart get broken. And we try it again, and our heart get broken. And we try it again, and our heart get broken. And we try it again. And we thinking, oh, he ain't like the next person, the last person. And we give that person the benefit of the doubt. Isn't that something? We give that next person the benefit of the doubt. We give them a chance. I would tell my husband all the time, I trust you until I can't. And then I kind of thought about that, like maybe that is a little bit not good. You know what I'm saying? I keep saying, I'm going to trust you until I can't. And I'm putting it out there that he's going to do something wrong. Or I would say, you just let me know if this ain't what you want. Trying to create that safe way out. Trying to create that door that I can have in the back in case I need to leave this relationship. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make him feel comfortable because I just know he gonna mess up. That's how I feel. So I would say, hey, if this ain't what you want, let me know. And now he done said it to me. I can just disappear and go away. He would say some stuff. I'm like, what are you talking about? So all of this derives from trust and past traumas and things that we've had done to us in the past. And we coming in with our suitcases and bringing it right on into our newly committed union. Because both of us got some trust issues. My issues came from thinking that I was in a safe relationship and everything was good, to find out that it was the total opposite. And that scared me and it traumatized me because I thought I was doing the right. And when I say thought, I was a good wife. I was, still naive in the church and just thought that you're supposed to do wifely duties. You're supposed to be there as a good wife. And I did that, and it still didn't work. And so I'm like, but I thought everything was going good. And so it's like somebody just walk up and punch you in your, it's like you walking around with your closest friend, y'all smiling and happy, and y'all having the best day ever. And towards the end of the day, they turn around and they are your worst enemy. And they don't even they hate you. That's how it feels. And you're like, where did this person come from? Why is this happening to me? So I developed this thing of, let me constantly question. Let me constantly probe him. Let me constantly test the strength of this new relationship I'm in. Let me constantly take him through these scenarios and tests, and let me run this on you and see how you respond. I'm asking you this question because I really want you to respond this way, but you don't know why I'm asking you this question. Type of stuff like that, because I'm trying to test it and see, am I going to be in this situation again? So I was scared. And yeah, I had trust issues. And my husband kept calling out. I'm like, no, baby, I don't got no trust. No, baby, no, I ain't got no trust. No, I trust you. But in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. Because I thought everything was okay in the other relationship, and it wasn't. So you got these nuances, these things going on in your mind. You know what I'm saying? So I had to overcome that. And it's scary to overcome that, because once you remove that safeguard, because you can have trust issues and put up a guard. If this don't work out, at least I already knew it wasn't gonna work out. So at least my emotions can be guarded and safe, and I won't be as hurt. But when you remove that out of the way, and you decide to be fully invested in a relationship, and you decide to be vulnerable and totally trusting to this man, it's a scary thing. It's a good thing, but it's a scary thing, because you hoping that they doing the same thing with you, and we in this together. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why trust is so important, and it can tear the foundation of your relationship up really, really bad. If you don't got no trust in a relationship, you don't have a relationship. I'm so sorry. If you ain't got no trust in a relationship, you do not have a relationship. You can't trust this individual with your heart, with your emotional wellness. And you know what? And I'm tired of this. I'm gonna say this. And I'm probably gonna get hollered at by all the women. But hey, sweet Rita, I send never love your way. I'm tired of this, and I'm gonna say it. And I know y'all gonna be mad. It's okay. But I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it, and hopefully articulate myself so you understand. I'm tired of people saying people can't make you happy. You should already come into the relationship whole and well and all that stuff. 9 times out of 10, people come in a relationship with issues and baggage. That's just the truth. You with this person because they make you feel a certain way. You got with the person, and you continue to decide to stay with the person because something about that person intrigued you, so that it gave you a good feeling to be around them, regardless of what it was. So it piqued your interest, and you continued on in the relationship. That's the truth. You became happy when you were around this individual. So it's something about this individual that made you happy and lured you in the first place. So when you say people can't make you happy, that's a lie. My husband makes me happy every day. People don't depend on people. You ain't okay. You don't gotta depend. But my husband makes me happy every day. Am I gonna be okay if this don't work out? Yeah, I'm gonna be okay. But the truth of the matter is, my husband makes me happy. I don't get the two. I don't get God and my husband mixed up. I know that God is the creator of all things. That God is the creator of supernatural joy and happiness. He's the creator of my existence. I get all of that. But he also linked me up with my man who has made me a better version of myself by his nurturing, by his love, by his encouragement, by his consistency, by his aura, who he is. Yes, he has made me a better version than I am. A lot of women want to stake this claim that they got there all by themselves. That the dude that put a smile on their face had nothing to do with that. That's simply not true. Because when the dude leaving and it don't work out, you a total mental wreck. You ain't still bopping around here chewing gum and happy. You messed up. Because the thing that brought you joy is now gone. So we can get rid of the myth. And vice versa. It goes for men too. We can get rid of the myth. Why then get married to somebody who don't bring some type of something to your life? Let's just be true. I'm tired of y'all. I'm tired of us saying that. No, don't no man make you happy. You got to come in already happy. You got to come in already fixed. Sometimes sometimes it happens, and most times it don't. Because sometimes when you looking and seeking for a relationship, you seeking for something. You're seeking for a healthy engagement with somebody, and once you get that, your transaction, y'all are transferring from one another. He getting golden nuggets from you, you getting golden nuggets from him. You getting encouragement from him, he's getting encouragement from you. You being there for him, he's being there from you. Y'all bearing each other up. It's a good transferment of energy, and next thing you know, hey, I think I want to spend the rest of my life with you because you do something for me. Now I'm gonna need y'all to be real. And y'all go on and get married and be happy for the rest of y'all life. I made my own self happy. You made your own self happy too. Okay, let's link up. It don't work like that. It's something about this dude that brings you joy. It's something about this dude that brings you peace. It's something about it. So all of this, can't nobody make you happy. Can't nobody make you. You shouldn't be expecting and all this stuff. I'm gonna need y'all to get on up out of here and just tell the truth. I'm in a better space mentally now than I've been in a long time because of this man and God. There's a lot of things I've been disciplining myself even the more because of this man and God. It's the truth. People make deposits in your life, both positively and negatively. Because that's why you have turmoil and sadness and depression when it's over. Y'all can take it for what it's worth. But I know I'm telling the truth. When you in a new relationship, and honey, I'm telling you, you doggone near here, butterflies and fairies and everything else floating around here. You're so happy, you're skipping up, you're smiling. The co-workers are saying you're glowing. I was in the social services office getting my name changed. Finally got it done. Thank you, Jesus. And I was just sitting there waiting on my turn, and two dudes, no lie, one was sitting next down the road of me, and one was sitting behind me. They was like, "You got such beautiful skin," and I'm thinking to myself, "Is this the same old regular skin?" He said, "No, you're glowing." He like sitting. The other guy was like, "No, for real, your skin is glowing. You're beautiful." I'm like, "Oh, I just got married." He's like, "We can tell because you are." It's something about being in a nurturing love when somebody showing up love you correctly. It exudes out of you. You understand what I'm saying? It exudes out of you. Everybody can tell that something is good is going on in your life. And you ain't just went and did that for yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you can't, because we go into all things, we venture off into new businesses and new projects that bring us joy. That's not what I'm saying. I'm speaking specifically with relationships. Each other, you are doing something for the other. You understand? If you had nothing to offer in a relationship, nothing to give, and you didn't make an impact or nothing to bring to the table, or I mean, what is the incentive to be with that individual? Right? Okay, I hope y'all understood that. I hope that y'all understood what I was trying to say. Okay? But yeah, people make other people happy. You know, people make other people happy. I mean, get over it. You know what I'm saying? Get over it. But the trust, you know what I'm saying? That trust is a major factor in relationships. If your woman, and again, I'm gonna go back to that woman's intuition that they were talking about so heavily on that other channel. If your woman can't trust you, that's a very tense relationship to be in, because she's going to always be searching. She's going to always be doing her investigative work. She's going to always be looking. She's going to always be investigating. It's all, and that's not going to be no peace, because it's something she can feel something ain't just right. You know what I'm saying? If a man can't trust you, they're a little bit more differently. They're not doing all of that investigating and looking and searching. They just gonna shut down and eventually leave a relationship and let you go. They ain't communicating nothing. They just gonna shut down, and they ain't gonna stop fooling with you. No, I ain't fooling with that, because I can't trust you. If you show a man one time that you can't trust, that they can't trust you, you can forget it. It's over with. They shutting down immediately. They not working with you. They ain't, unless they a special type of man. Now I will say I've seen a man, literally one, be with somebody, and they know that they know for a fact that there's some infidelity. But I don't know why they stayed with her. I don't know why, but they continue to stay. They continue to stay, and I don't know why. Don't know why they did it. But they continue to stay with that woman, and they know she was cheating on him. That was a rarity. But most men, they shut down and they don't communicate, and then they end up leaving. Or they will go and pay the favor and cheat on you. You know what I'm saying? And then the way they look at you is different. The way they talk to you is different, because you done cheated, and they can't get over it. They just can't. I don't know what it is. They just can't get over it. They just can't get over it. We can get over it. You can walk in on somebody in the bed with them and be frying bacon the next day for the man, and be making pancakes from scratch for him. Some women can. I know I can't, but some women can. Because I'm going to give you one more chance. Or they will rationalize the man's behavior for them. Well, I understand. I ain't been coming home. I've been working late. I understand. They will rationalize why the man cheat. That's what really that to me is the craziest thing. Well, girl, he cheated on you. Why you stay? Well, we've been going through some things, and I got a smart. Why he hit you? Because I got a smart mouth. I was getting smart. I'll be like, nigga, is you out your mind? Is you out your mind? That's how I be feeling. You know what I'm saying when I hear dumb stuff like that. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. So I feel men go through trust a little bit more permanently than the woman does. They go through trust a little bit more permanently than the woman. It's more long lasting than the woman. We can get over stuff fairly quickly, more than men. And I just don't understand why that is. I don't understand it. It's like we can do the same exact thing to each other, and y'all will let us fry. It's like we get no break. No, we get no forgiveness. None. But let you do it. Let the man do it. And we supposed to understand. We supposed to nurture you. We supposed to step it up, because you done had bad behavior. But we supposed to do all these things to accommodate you and your bad behavior. But you let us do the same thing, and it's a wrap. And not only is it a wrap for us, but it's a wrap for every woman that comes after us. They're going to catch it. Total double standard. Total double standard is what it is. That's what I call it. Total double standard. And I brought it to one of my male friends' attention. Why do y'all do this? You know what I'm saying? And they was like, well, that's because that, it's whatever I say. That's how it is. They didn't really have no explanation other than that's how they wanted to be. Even though it wasn't fair. But anywho. So I came back out here live, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Thank y'all for coming in. I hope y'all enjoyed this topic. It is very intriguing to me. I don't know. I may bring it up again on another show. But I hope y'all have enjoyed this show. If you just coming in, go back to the beginning. It's a very good show. We're talking about trust for those who are watching the replay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it because you don't have to do it. Like, share, subscribe. It's totally free. If you want to support the show monetarily, $CLAYLING. Okay, guys. Listen, do something nice for somebody if it ain't nothing but saying hello, giving a nice smile, having a listening ear. Because guess what? It comes back to you a hundredfold. You reap what you sow. All right, so this is your Queen Clayleen saying, be great. Bye-bye.